My very first pieces were all interiors. And then I started putting windows in the rooms. And then I had people leaping out of the windows. And then they started flying through the air and I started adding landscapes. And then they went through the air into the landscapes and then there was water. And then I thought, well, the water is sort of a metaphor for the border between the conscious and the unconscious. And so the boats became that transition point, and went back to transitions again. And so we had people who were in the boats, people who were floating above the boats or leaping into the water, and then people that were immersed in the water. And then I started doing a whole series of people who were immersed in the water and underwater. And I did a group of paintings and pastels and monotypes that were all underwater scenes, and people were swimming with fish and with turtles and with seals. And I love the fact that the bodies almost blended with the water and became part of the water. And that then changed over to, I started having people by the sea. They were out of the water now, and they were by the sea. And then I said, well, I want to keep that sense of transition in here. And so if I start thinking about what would make a transitional state, I think of adolescence. That's like, it just came naturally. And I thought, well, you know, when I was an adolescent, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know, I didn't feel comfortable in my body. I didn't feel comfortable in my life. I didn't know where I was coming from or where I was going, and that's just the nature of adolescence. And, a lot of adolescents sort of bluster their way through that, but that is the nature of adolescence. And so the transitional state became more of a psychological state. And I still loved the light of the ocean, so the adolescents got put by the ocean.